17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Washington outside left. Roethlisberger has time. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown by Holmes.
Minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks. Joined with my man, Swerving Irving Washington. This is the College Football Bowl Preview episode number 1. Part 1, I should say. We got multiple parts to this. Reason being, because there's a lot of fucking bowl games, dude.
Is it 40 or 41?
There is, I don't even know how many, but we're talking about 14 tonight. And that only encompasses, the next 7 days. So we basically got 2 bowls a day for the next set. Dude, USC cannot fucking rebound, dog. This is atrocious, man. This is
Saturday. We got 6 bowl games.
Yeah, we got a lot of bowl games coming up. A lot. So I hope y'all are ready. I hope you are ready to sit tight. We're going to lock you guys in. We're going to talk about all these bowl games. We're going to preview them, handicap them, pick them against the spread, get some best bets. Really looking forward to this. We spent, this all started in July, and we previewed 6 conferences. We went through the whole season. Now we're here in bowl season. So really looking forward to this. And then obviously the last college football show will wrap up with the national championship. The national championship. So we'll talk about the college football playoffs, national championship thereafter. So really looking forward to it, man. Really looking forward to it, Irving. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. Chilling. Watching some Sons of Anarchy.
At least you're not watching this dog shit USC basketball team, man, because these guys are fucking sorry.
At halftime, I turned it off. It was up, 11 or 12? I was like, it might be a blowout, but now it's a game.
Yeah, because they can't rebound, and they're just letting Long Beach State walk into the paint and get fucking layups. I don't even think Long Beach State is taking a shot outside of the paint this entire second half. There's another one. There's another one inside the paint. Shit is incredible, man. But we're here to talk. We're here to talk college football, not college basketball tonight. So we'll keep it to that. But if you see me reacting, it's because the USC game is on, and we are USC fans, so that's how it goes, unfortunately. But let's talk about these bowl games. So first bowl game we're gonna talk about. This one is on Friday, December 16th. We got 2 bowl games on Friday. The first one we got is the Hometown Lenders Bahama Bowl. This is between Miami of Ohio and University of Alabama Birmingham, or UAB for short. For those that are, casual college football fans, UAB just hired Trent Dilfer as head coach. He will not be coaching in this game. He's sticking to recruiting and developing around, the offseason more so than coaching this game. So.
In the transfer portal.
Yep, in the transfer portal. So that's something to keep in mind if you are backing UAB. Do keep that in mind that, they don't really have a head coach. They will be going up against Miami of Ohio, though. Right now, Miami of Ohio comes into this game 6-6 straight up, 5-7 against the spread, 3-9 to the over. UAB 6-6 straight up, 4-8 to the over, and 6-6. I'm sorry, 6-6 to the over, 4-8 against the spread. Miami of Ohio is catching 11 points. So UAB laying 11. Totals at 45. This game's in Thomas Robinson Stadium. Where is this game at, Irv? Do you know?
In the Bahamas.
Bahamas, that's right. In the Bahamas. So definitely a true neutral field here. The total's at 45. What do you think about this game?
Now UAB can score a lot of points, but they also give up a lot of points. So the fact that Miami of Ohio is catching 11, I kind of love that right off the bat because Miami of Ohio has a pretty good defense. It's just we don't know what we're gonna get from their offense. So that is the biggest struggle
Ever.
on. Yeah, that's the biggest struggle with them because you don't know if they're gonna score enough points to keep up, or their defense is gonna have to play way above their head and keep them in the game. Now, the one thing that Miami of Ohio does try to do well, and they still do it often. They try to start off with the run game and play off of that. Now, their quarterback, he's kind of a dual threat, but he's more of a pocket passer.
Brett Gabbert.
Uh, no, it says Smith might be starting this game. Is he? Because didn't Smith get hurt?
Brett Gabbert is their main starter.
Okay, because right now, well, unless they got a two QB system, because Smith is might be starting, and he leads them in passing and rushing.
Let me see if we have a status on Gabbert here. Oh, he's out. He's out with due to injury,
Okay,
so he's not playing in this game.
yeah. So now Smith is a dual threat, so that might give UAB some problems because they struggle big time against Jaden Daniels. So that's another thing to keep your eye on for this game.
Who did? UAB?
UAB.
Yeah, I mean UAB. To be honest, not a great defensive team really all season. They are good against the pass, but the thing is that Miami of Ohio doesn't really throw the ball.
They're gonna run the ball.
Gabbert. They're gonna try and run the ball. And UAB, good passing the ball, 28th predicted points added, and rushing the ball, 8th predicted points added. But Miami of Ohio, that's a strength, 10 predicted points added against the run. Honestly, I think 11 points is a little too much here.
Way too much.
I'll probably lean. Well, honestly, I would take Miami of Ohio in this game.
Yeah, but the points or the over for sure because
We
a
also
lot of
don't.
these.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but we also
No,
don't
go
know the
ahead.
motivation. We also don't know the motivation factor of UAB, considering that Trent Dilfer just got hired and he's not coaching this game.
Yeah, but they I think didn't they promote the D coordinator to the assistant interim head coach?
Yeah, he's supposed to be coaching this game. Yeah.
Okay, so they'll probably be motivated. He'll probably rally the troops and get them motivated. Plus, whoever wins this game ends the season above 500, and if you lose this game, you go 6-7. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you'd rather end the season with a win than a loss. So that'll rally the troops.
Yeah, I think the fact that to be honest, dude, I actually think more of a motivation factor is on UAB's side than it is on Miami of Ohio. If we're like handicapping the motivation per se, because they're going to be returning a lot of these guys, and obviously a lot of them want to play and show what they can do for the new coaching staff. You know what I mean?
And that's what he's gonna because what Lincoln Riley did, he threw out all the tape. Only tape he watched when he got hired by USC was the Cal game, and went from there. So I think Trent Dilfer might do the same thing.
Yeah. So this one actually could be and UAB is like honestly they're the better team.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, this is tough. They also play in the better conference.
That over is kind of low for me though. I'm surprised it's at 45.
Well, it's at 45 because Miami of Ohio doesn't really score. That's the problem.
Yeah, but this is a bowl game though, and they playing a team that don't really have a good defense.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, they only average 309 yards total a game, dude. Miami of Ohio. And UAB only giving up 368 yards. This is
If I'm a betting man, I'm taking Miami of Ohio plus 11 or the over.
huh. Miami of Ohio averaging 20 points a game. UAB averaging 35 points a game. UAB gives up 23.4 points a game. and Miami of Ohio gives up 22 points per game. But this is definitely, I mean, I don't even know if UAB considerably is better than Ohio with Rourke at quarterback, or if they're better than Toledo healthy either. I mean, those are two good teams. And against those two teams, Miami of Ohio against Ohio, they lost 37-21.
Yeah.
And then against Toledo, they didn't even play Toledo this year, so we don't even know. But I would say like those two teams are the most comparable to UAB as far as who Miami has played, and as far as UAB who playing Miami, I don't think there's like a great comparison because in Conference USA it's a lot of offensive teams, dude. UTSA, North Texas, Western Kentucky, Florida Atlantic. I mean, they haven't really played a defense as solid as Miami of Ohio, other than Liberty and LSU.
Yep.
Maybe Louisiana Tech. And they won by 10 points against Louisiana
by
Tech.
10 against them.
So I think with that being considered, man, USC with 7 turnovers, dude. These motherfuckers are so fucking trash, dog. These dudes are so trash. I'm with you, dude. I lean the Miami plus 11 here. I'm gonna go with you. All right, let's move on to our next game. We got this is a game both of us kind of looked at when the lines first came out, and we both liked the side. I wonder if things have changed a little bit, but we have UTSA. They're gonna be playing Troy in the what's this bowl called?
The Duluth Trading
Cure Bowl. Where's this game at?
Orlando, Florida.
In Orlando, Florida. UTSA, they are 11-2 straight up, 7-6 against the spread, 8-5 to the over. Troy's 11-2 straight up, 10-3 against the spread, 6-7 to the over. Currently, UTSA catching 1.5 points, Troy laying 1.5. The total is 55.5. What do you think about this one?
This is your classic great offense versus a pretty damn good defense.
Yep.
And I think both of these teams are on like 7 or 8 game win streaks too.
Yeah, UTSA, their last loss was who'd they lose to? They lost to, let me see here. Their last loss was they beat UAB 44-28. When was their last loss, dude?
Was it Georgia Southern?
Was it Georgia Southern?
Let me look it up.
They lost to Houston to open the year. Oh, and they lost to Texas, dude. Those are their 2 losses, dude. They didn't even lose a Conference USA game.
Oh, damn.
And then Troy, on the other hand, their 2 losses are to pull up their.
Yeah, they're on a 10-game win streak, and
yeah, Troy lost to Ole Miss to open the year 28-10. And then they lost to who else did they lose to? They lost to who they lose to? They lost to Troy and they lost to.
Let's see.
Then they barely beat Army. The fuck? I only
They
see.
lost to Ole Miss and Appalachian State 32-28.
Oh, that's right. 30.
Oh, that Hail Mary. Wasn't that the Hail Mary game?
Yeah, that was a tough loss.
and they are on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Both of these teams are on 10-game win streaks.
Yeah, and Troy, one of the best defenses
Yeah.
of all the non-power, the group of 5 teams. Against the pass, 25th in predicted points added. Against the rush, against the rush, 25th in predicted points added. Against the pass, 25th predicted points added. UTSA, obviously, we know the strength of their team is on offense. 22nd in predicted points added again, rushing the ball. 10th in predicted points added passing. So that's obviously what they want to do first and foremost. Troy on offense, a little inept. They're not a great offensive team.
Yeah, they're not a great offense.
So really, this is a battle of offense against defense. Like who do you like better between the two offense and defense games?
Yeah, if it gets into a shootout, I definitely favor UTSA. If Troy can stop them on like 2-3 times, because they get Troy to win this game, they got to get some stops, maybe even a turnover. But thing about it is UTSA don't have a great defense, but Troy's quarterback Watson, that dude has 13 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So
not
he's,
good.
he's definitely turnover prone. So we got to see if UTSA can exploit that too, because if they get a turnover or two, this game could be a wrap with the way they score points.
Yeah, it could be a lot different. And their quarterback,
Harris is a dog.
Yeah, Frank Harris, he's a dog and he's coming back.
Yeah, for
he
seventh year.
7th year senior, and obviously he's going to be super motivated in this game. I like UTSA here, man, because in a game this close, like I'm always going to lean the better quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when this line first opened, I was like, man, this line's way too close. Like, I know Troy has a great defense, dude. I understand that, but they played a banged up Coastal Carolina team in that.
Yeah, they haven't faced the offense like UTSA at all.
The last offense they faced like UTSA was probably
Ole Miss,
Western Kentucky.
Yeah, Western Kentucky. Yeah.
And they won 34-27, but that was week 5 of the season, so we're talking beginning of October. So
yeah, these teams are totally different teams by now.
Yep. And I know UTSA, like, they haven't really been good against the spread lately because the market kind of adjusted to them throughout the course of the season as they started like 4-0 against the spread to start the year. So obviously they're going to come back down to earth a little bit. And some of their spreads were like -24, -25 points in their own conference. So
yeah, and their overs was crazy at one point too. You'll see 71, 72, 73, 75.
Yep. So I think with that being said, dude, I really like UTSA in this one, man. I like UTSA on Friday. All right, let's move on to the next bowl. We got this is on Saturday, December 17th, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. This is being played at Fenway Park, I assume, right?
Yes, sir.
I should probably look at the places these are being played in. Oh, it says right here, Fenway Park. Great.
Yeah, Fenway Park.
This is going to be Cincinnati at Louisville. Cincinnati comes in, not at Louisville. Cincinnati versus Louisville at Fenway Park. Cincinnati comes into this game 9-3 straight up, 3-8-1 against the spread, 5-6-1 to the over. Louisville 7-5 straight up, 7-5 against the spread, 4-8 to the over. Cincinnati is catching 2 points. Louisville laying 2 points. The total's at 40 here. What do you think about this one? We've had a lot of opt-outs in this game.
Yeah,
a lot.
But KJ Jefferson is playing all right.
No, wrong team, bro. You're thinking of Arkansas.
I mean, Malik Cunningham is playing. My bad.
Malik Cunningham is not playing. He is opted out of the bowl game.
Oh, damn. And they had a transfer too, huh? Did the backup transfer?
They've had Trevin Cooley opt out for transfer. Jalen Mitchell. No quarterback is opted out yet. Like, other than,
see why the over-under is 40.
And then for Cincinnati, Trey Tucker is opted out. Wide receiver Josh White Weil has opted out. Tyler Scott's opted out. And then Jaquan Shepard, J.Q. Hardaway, Nick Martiner, Jordan Thompson, Luther Richardson, and Ryan Coe have all hit the transfer portal. Because keep in mind, Luke Fickell has taken the Wisconsin job.
he's taking his talents to Wisconsin. Well, for that over be that low, and these teams are going to be missing that much on defense, it might turn into a shootout.
You think so?
Um, but I don't know. Louisville don't got their quarterback, so what they down to their second or third string QB?
Yeah, I kind of lean Cincy here just for.
I
I
would
mean, but
lean
the thing,
Cincy, yeah,
the
because they
thing
could
was
have.
neither of these teams have a coach, by the way.
Yeah,
Because Brom took the Louisville job. He's obviously not going to coach this game. He said he's actually going to coach the Purdue bowl game before he leaves,
sheesh.
which is kind of interesting, which you don't really see happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting line to me here because just for the simple fact that like both these teams are kind of teams that you would want to fade in this situation, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
So I wouldn't feel comfortable picking either team. All I would feel comfortable with is the over under, especially with all the opt outs, because
well, I think Cincinnati, we at least know that Prater is gonna play,
mm-hmm.
right? So
But they got like 4 opt outs on defense, and they like 2 or 3 of them starters.
now most of their opt-outs are all on offense, all their wide receivers, dude, and
Oh,
J.Q. Hardaway on defense,
yeah, he's a
and
corner,
Jaquan
right?
Shepard. Jaquan Shepard's the cornerback. J.Q. Hardaway's he's also a DB.
Okay,
But Louisville doesn't have a quarterback really. I mean, Malik Cunningham
exactly.
taking every snap. Man, I'm taking Cincy here. Fuck it.
Yeah, if I was a bet, I would take Cincy, but I would focus more on the over and under.
I mean, you got to take the under in this
Yeah,
scenario, though, don't you?
yeah, but you never know. Usually, when the under is that low,
Yeah, but I
usually
mean,
get
it's
a
low
chance.
for a
But
reason because both these teams, A, they don't have coaches, and B, they're both fucking missing a lot of talent.
backyard football, bro.
That goes for an under, dude, all
And
day.
it's crazy because they got Louisville. Well, according to the ESPN FPI, they giving Louisville a 55% chance to win this game.
Yeah, that's about right. That comes with a 2-point favorite.
Okay. Yeah, but I'll take the more established team. Give me Cincy.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, let's move on to our next game. We got the Florida Gators against the Oregon State Beavers. This is the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Very interesting kickoff time here. This is gonna be kicked off at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 11:30 a.m. kickoff in Vegas. What could go wrong? You know,
In Vegas.
in Vegas. Florida, ton of opt outs as well, which is why they're catching 10 points. Oregon State lane 10. The total's 53. What do you think about this one?
I think the only person opting out for Oregon State is Ray John Wright, right?
Rajon Wright and Luke Musgrave, but he hasn't played since
Yeah.
early in the
He's
year.
not even a factor. Honestly, I think with all those opt outs that Florida got, I'll be surprised if this game is close.
Yeah, Florida, Anthony Richardson, Justin Shorter, Cyrus Torrance, Ventrell Miller, and I'm not done. I'm going to keep going. Naquan Wright, Lorenzo Lingard, Trent Whitemore, Nick Elksnis, Josh Braun, Chief Borders, Lloyd Summerall, Dewan Black, Kamara Wilkinson, Corey Collier all have entered the transfer portal or opted out of this game.
And they backup QB got arrested for some charges that we've all seen all over the internet.
Yep.
And now they're down to their third string QB. And Oregon are just pretty much Oregon State is going to be down their best corner and a QB that hasn't played.
Yep.
Yeah, I see Oregon State winning big here.
You think they win by 10 though? I think that number is too big, dude.
Yeah, the 10 is a little of a stretch, but
especially given the kickoff time.
Yeah, but with Florida losing all that talent though, and they're down to probably a walk-on QB.
No, they have that Ohio State transfer. Forget his fucking name, dude.
I think I know you're talking about, but still, he hasn't took not one
Jack
snap.
Miller. Jack Miller.
Yeah. Well, good luck. We'll see. Because Florida gives up
Yeah, he hasn't really
20.
played much. He has like zero experience basically.
Yeah, Florida gives up 28 points a game. Oregon State averages 32. Yeah.
You can't
They
even
might
like
not
it's
win by 10, but they definitely win.
yeah, it's tough to look at the stats too, given the fact that like Florida's gonna be missing basically everybody that fucking attributed to those stats. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, conventional logic would tell you to take Oregon State here, but obviously all these missing players are baked into the line. I think 10 is pretty big, especially for you would expect an SEC team like Florida to A, have some depth, and B, be pretty well coached. So, given that fact, I don't know. What I do know is that Oregon State's going to be a little bit motivated here because, they had a great end of the year, right? They just beat Oregon, and they're returning a lot of these guys next year. So that could be, that could be.
And they can feel disrespected too, because a lot of people think they should have got a better bowl game too.
You think so?
Because the way they ended the season
Mm-hmm.
and they beat Oregon, and Oregon, what bowl game is Oregon in and what bowl game they in?
Well, Oregon had a better season, dude, without a doubt.
Yeah, but they beat them head to head though.
Yeah, you got to take your whole body of work into consideration. Oregon,
That's true. But being at Allegiant Stadium isn't a bad thing.
oh my
Yeah, I
god,
think
dude.
they just beat. I'm
USC
surprised
cannot
Florida
fucking
hung
rebound.
with FSU as much as they did, but they did. And
Well, they did because Anthony Richardson looked hella good in the first quarter, and then he couldn't complete a pass for 3 quarters after that, which is a huge.
it's crazy. That dude's probably gonna be a first or second round pick in the draft. But
Dude, it's because of the new wave of NFL quarterback, dude. All these teams see the Jalen Hurts and the Justin Fields of the world balling out, and they're like, "Hey, man, Anthony Richardson is a fucking better athlete than both those guys, and he's bigger." You know what I mean? So, they're gonna be. It's the NBA way of drafting where these teams are going to be so focused on the potential and the ceiling of Anthony Richardson, which I think they're gonna absolutely fall in love with. And let's be real, dude. Like, nobody thought Jalen Hurts was gonna be as good of a passer as he actually became because I mean he looked so fucking dog shit his first season. I'll never forget when he played Washington in the game to win the NFC East in 2020, last game of the season. He had Miles Sanders wide open in the end zone, and he threw it like 5 yards in front of his feet, dude. And
that was bad.
it was
But
terrible.
this game, if you're doing a parlay, because Oregon State is minus 365.
They're a big favorite, dude.
Yeah, that's a big favorite. Damn. I guess if you betting this game straight up, then you would have to take them with the points. But if you put them in a parlay, a 6 or 8 teamer, that minus 365 won't hurt you a lot. If you go with if you go with some upset picks. But I don't see Oregon State losing this game. They might not win by 10, but they definitely not losing this game.
Yeah, and I agree. I don't think they lose this game, but that's that's tough right there, man.
Yeah, you still gotta give Florida some respect. They still got SEC athletes, so
Yep. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think the 10 is just it's too big of a number, but I'm with
but
you,
that
bro. I
defense
mean,
can come out and lose to teams like Vanderbilt though. So if they get their ass smoked, I wouldn't be surprised either.
true. And Oregon State did play well against the best teams they did play. The only reason why they
Yep,
lost to Utah is because they turned it over fucking 35,000 times.
exactly. And 3 of those times was in the red zone.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to our next game. This is a game that I actually really like. This is the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stifle. This is going to be between Washington State and Fresno State. Um, Fresno State currently laying 3.5. The total is 52. Reason why Fresno State is laying 3.5 is because we have seen a lot of guys enter the transfer portal or opt out for Washington State. Jake Haener is playing in this game. He's gonna try and elevate his draft stock here. What do you think of this game here?
You got Cam Ward versus Jake Hayner. Cam Ward is a dual threat, but sometimes he struggles throwing the ball downfield, intermediate. If he can be accurate and put some pressure on Fresno State's defense, who have been surging the last second half of the year, been playing a lot better. I could see this one. I wouldn't say becoming like a shootout, but I could definitely see it being like 30-27 or
I actually think
20.
Fresno State's defense has lightweight been good, especially since Jake Hayner came back, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying the second half of the season they got a lot better. I don't know, man. Especially and with the opt outs because their opt outs have been on defense too. So I think Jake Hayner gonna take advantage of that Washington State defense.
Washington
I
State's opt-outs, linebacker Dane Henley, transfer portal updates, Dejon Stribling, Donovan Ollie, two of their top receivers for the team. Francisco
Brown,
Mayoga and Travion Brown.
yeah. So I think Jake Hayner gonna have his way with that defense. I actually really like that Fresno State minus 3.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too, dude. I think since Jake Hayner's come back, Fresno State is covered in let me see, against the spread. Since Jake Hayner's come back, they're 4-1. Covering by a wide margin. The only game they didn't cover against was UNLV. I absolutely think fucking Fresno State beats the living shit out of Washington State here, dude.
Yeah, that's not gonna be pretty, especially with all those opt outs on defense. And
And
two of them,
Washington State's coach is out here like fucking crying river, dude. Talking about, oh, everyone wants to transfer, blah blah blah.
as
He
your
sounded
transfer
like that
portal
too.
is here to stay.
Yep. He was crying like a
Yeah.
motherfucker, dude.
Either adapt or pack it up.
Yeah, I think this is a big game for Jake Hayner too because Todd McShay came out with his mock draft and had Jake Hayner as a 10th best quarterback in this draft.
Damn.
Oh, which is an absolute joke because you and I both know Jake Hayner is not the 10th best quarterback in this draft. He's more towards the top 5 than the bottom 5 of that.
So damn, he got 9 quarterbacks over Jake Hayner. That's disrespectful.
Hella disrespectful. So I think that this is motivation for Jake Hayner.
Has he watched Jake Hayner play?
Clearly he hasn't, dude.
That's crazy.
This is the problem, dude, with these draft analysts is.
So let me guess, he got Richardson ranked over Jake Hayner.
Dude, he has Richardson as the 11th pick of the draft.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Guess who he has taken him?
Please don't say the Raiders.
Carolina.
Why?
Who does Anthony Richardson most remind you of?
Cam Newton? Yeah, I know that's what him and what's the old boy Mel Kiper keeps saying, but Cam Newton could pass the ball accurately.
Yeah, way better passer, dude.
Way better passer. Now the athleticism is pretty
athleticism and size is similar.
Yeah, pretty spot on. But as far as like a thrower of the football, it's not even close.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like these NFL teams, Irv, they're gonna fall in love with Anthony Richardson's athleticism and size. Dude.
I told you, bro. He's going first round. I don't know where it's going to be, but he's not falling out the first round.
The way we should say it is, what GM is getting fired in 3 years?
Yeah, because that's the ultimate boom or bust pick right there. He either gonna make somebody a genius or get somebody packed up.
Hey, that's actually the best. That's actually the best way of describing it. Someone's either gonna be a fucking absolute genius, or goddamn, why did you reach so much?
Yeah, you getting packed up. Damn, I can't believe they got Jake Hayner rated 10th. That's crazy.
10th quarterback, dude.
10th quarterback. Sheesh.
I haven't even looked at who's in between. I just seen that he was the 10th quarterback rated by McShay, which means that he probably has Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, and then he probably has
Hendon Hooker,
the kid from Tulane. Why is his name
Yeah,
slipping my
I know.
mind?
I know you're talking about. It's slipping my mind too, but I know him, and even him over Jake Hayner. I wouldn't put him over Jake Hayner.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I would probably
Damn.
have Jake Hayner. I know this is a hot take here, but I probably have Jake Hayner as like the third best quarterback in this draft if we're talking like pure skill level. Because Jake Hayner, the only reason why people aren't gonna like him is because he's 6'1" and he's fucking a twig.
If I put a top five, he would definitely be in my top five. As far as measurables, of course they're gonna put Will Levis over him, Levi Levis, how you want to say it.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Like he should be nowhere. Dude, Bryce Young is 6'1". Jake Hayner's a better passer than Bryce Young.
nah, he's not a better
Yeah,
passer.
he is. He has a way better arm, way more accurate, better decision maker, and he's played with way
Nah,
less talent.
Bryce is damn near a 70-some completion percentage.
Yeah, because he's playing with dudes that are running wide open, dog. He's playing with
But
five-star
not
wide
this year.
receivers.
Nah, this year was the worst Alabama wide receiving core I done seen in a long time.
And Alabama was trash. All right, we getting off on a team. We'll talk about draft later, but man, as y'all can see, me and Irvin and I are split on draft, but we
Yeah.
both like Jake Hayner. We both do like Jake Hayner.
I like Hanner, but I can't put him over Bryce.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah,
He's
he'd
not
be in
gonna
my.
get. He's not gonna get drafted over Bryce. I'm not saying
Nah,
that,
but,
but
yeah, but I wouldn't. He'll be in my top. I'll put Levis in my. I mean, what the hell? I'll put Hanner in my top five because I don't watch him play, and dude is a dog.
easily, dude, easily top 5, bro. Bro,
Yeah,
I watch more Fresno State games than Todd McShay, hands down, dude. I wouldn't even debate that.
and I really like Hendon Hooker too. So if I had a top five, it'll be C.J. Bryce, Hooker, Levi, Jake Hayner.
Yeah, easy, easy, bro. But they sleeping on Jake. Sleeping on him. All right, let's move
Yeah.
on to our next game. We got the what the fuck bowl is this? The Lenin Tree Bowl,
Linden Tree Bowl.
bro. When are we gonna
Yeah.
get the Pornhub Bowl, bro?
I don't think no college. I don't think no sponsor would ever just let that happen. It would have to be somewhere because it would have to be a state that's like super duper duper liberal, like California or.
I mean, if the money's right, dude, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
whatever.
but you gotta think it's even the Miami turned down Bang Bros. I think they offered a whole bunch of money, like 100-some million.
Yeah, they offered more money than they got from FTX, who, by the way, is criminal organization, dude.
A criminal organization.
So you know they probably made the wrong mistake there. But yeah, no, I agree with you, dude. That shit it's comical, bro. It's
crazy.
it is. It really is. Yeah, but these bowl games are funny. Maybe soon, maybe one day we'll have a Taproom Sports Bowl.
That sounds good to me.
Barstool got their own fucking bowl. We'll be there soon.
Barstool.
But anyways, we got Rice against Southern Miss. Rice is 5-7 straight up. I don't know how the fuck they made a.
Yeah, they shouldn't even be in a bowl game. And I'm surprised that this game is only minus. Well, now it was. I think it opened up at 8. It's bet down to 6 or 7 on some books. But Rice, man, they can score a little bit. They just can't stop a nosebleed.
Nope, they can't. The total is only 45.5. Irv.
Yeah, I think I like the over, and I would, if I was betting, I would of course take Southern Miss with minus the 6 or the 7. But the only thing with Southern Miss though, sometimes they fall asleep on offense, and that can get them in trouble. Like they could go a whole quarter without, damn, sometimes even a whole half without putting up points. So that's the only thing I would be weary of for this bowl game. But I definitely think it goes over. And if I was a betting man, I would take minus 6 for Southern Miss.
Yeah, I like Southern Miss -6. I think they're the better team. I think they have the better defense.
Yeah.
I think they even have the better offense in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, because Rice is just super hit and miss. And
Yep.
if they can't get if they can't get McCaffrey's brother started, then it's gonna be a long day because he's hands down their best probably one of their only playmakers on offense.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm with you on this one. I got Rice. I mean, I'm sorry. I got Southern Miss covering this game, dude. -6,
Mm-hmm.
and I probably lean the over as well.
Yeah,
Especially because it's gone down 3 points. I think I definitely take that over. All right, we got another game on Saturday. This is a New Mexico Bowl between SMU and BYU. When we first saw this game, we were both like, man, the total in this game should probably be like 80.
80,
It's
and it's only
64.
64. So I'm hammering that over. It's gonna be at the end of the first quarter. It could be 28-21 or 28-28 because
This one could very well go way over. But the surprising thing is the money's coming in on the under. The money's coming in on the under.
I can't believe it. Unless it's some inclement weather.
Well, Jaron Hall is he may not play in this game. That is why.
Ooh, then yeah, I can see why it might be. But even then, SMU's defense is pretty terrible, bro.
Yeah, SMU's defense allows everybody to score, dude.
The last time they held an opponent under 30 points is USF, and that's a 1 or 2 win team. So that just lets you know how bad that defense is.
Yeah, I like the over in this game.
Yeah, I'm not betting no team. I'm betting the over.
I think the reaction to the total is because people don't think Jaron Hall is going to play, but I think Jaron Hall is going to end up playing in this game, and I think it's going to go fucking over, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be a shootout. A shootout in New Mexico. Like when my boy used to run wild.
And I would lean SMU with the points here.
Billy the Kid.
I would lean SMU with the points. All right, let's go to our next game. We got god damn, there's so many fucking games.
North Texas versus Boise State in the Frisco Bowl. And it is played in Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas.
Frisco? Where the fuck is Frisco, Texas?
It's in it's in the Dallas Fort Worth area. It's close. I think it's close to the stadium.
Okay. Well, first thing we got to look at is North Texas against the run. How are they against the run?
They are. I'm pretty sure it's not that good, but
124th PPA.
Yeah, they give up 188 rush yards a game.
Give me Boise State minus a 10.5 points because that's all Boise State can do. They cannot throw the ball for shit. And Boise State's defense is actually really fucking good.
Yeah, I actually like the over for this game. Because as good as Boise State's defense is, Jake Haener kind of picked them apart.
Yeah, but North Texas ain't walking in Jake Haener in that fucking
game, not,
dude.
But their quarterback does have 3,300 yards passing and 32 touchdowns.
Yeah, but I mean, like, dude, Boise State's defense they're solid, bro.
It is, but they haven't faced the offense. The best offense they faced is Fresno State, and North Texas offense is up there with Fresno State's.
No, it's not.
They average 33 points a game.
Bro, UNLV beat the fucking snot out of North Texas 58-27. All right. Telling you right now, Boise State is going to win this game by at least fucking 20 points.
Damn.
This might be my best. This might be my fucking best bet of the bowl season.
I still like the over though.
I don't know because Boise might be able to Boise's defense they're pretty solid, dude. 5th PPA against the pass, 55th PPA against the run. And honestly, even though they lost 28-16 against Fresno, but they didn't even like give up that many yards or points really. The reason why Fresno State got 2 of the touchdowns was because they turned the ball over. Right?
That's true too.
And Fresno has a way better defense in North Texas. Because the only thing Boise can do is run the football, dude. That's all they can do with Talon Smith at quarterback. He's a fucking track star.
That's true, but he didn't look good against Fresno State.
He did,
and I know,
but he looked good against everybody else.
And I know what's the name ain't great on defense, but it is a bowl game. You never know what could happen. That's why I bet that over.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely lean the over. I really like I like Boise here. That's all. That honestly is my favorite bet so far.
All right.
All right, let's move into our first Monday matchup between Marshall and Connecticut. Connecticut, coached by Jim Mora, really turned the season around this year. Six
Yeah, I
and
think
six
they
straight up.
started off pretty bad and they turned it around.
They did, and they're coming in this game 10-point dogs. Surprisingly,
Yeah, that's because Marshall has a damn good defense. They beat Notre Dame. And the thing that Connecticut does best, Marshall only gives up 88 yards rushing a game.
yeah, they do, and but Connecticut, they've been pretty solid all season long, dude. And I expect them to have all their guys in this game. I
Yeah, but
expect a
they
good.
lost 34-17 to Army.
Yeah, but they're. Come on, man. Marshall ain't running the ball like Army, dog.
I'm just saying.
Dude, Army can run the fucking football, bro.
Well, I get it, but that's not a good loss. And they lost to Ball State.
Yeah, Ball State's a bad loss. I still like Connecticut in this game, man.
I'm surprised, yeah, because they beat Liberty. So, all right. Oh, if I had to lean something, give me, I don't know, man. Marshall's defense is pretty stingy.
Yo, Marshall has some bad L's too, bro.
Not as bad as what's the name?
Bro, Marshall lost to. Hold on, let me see.
They lost to Coastal, but they was healthy. They
Bro,
beat App State.
they also lost to.
I think they lost to Middle Tennessee.
They lost to Louisiana Tech at home too.
Mm.
Louisiana Tech not that good this year.
Not as bad as Ball State though.
They lost to Bowling Green.
Oh, that's a bad loss.
Yeah, bro. Give me Connecticut in this game, bro. I
Give
don't
me the
love it.
over.
I don't love it, but give it to me. All right, next game we got the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. This is on Tuesday. This is between Eastern Michigan and San Jose State. Eastern Michigan right now catching 3.5. San Jose State laying 3.5. Totals 54.5. What do you think about this one?
This game is going to be won by the team that scores the most points. I'm just playing. If if San Jose's defense shows up, this game can actually get pretty ugly, honestly.
That's the thing, dude. Is ever since that kid died, um, from their team, what was his
Yeah, they haven't
name?
been the same.
The running back. Yeah, dude. They haven't covered in their last 7 games, dude. They've been really struggling. The thing is that Eastern Michigan not that good. Um,
But they can score points, but they also it's crazy. They average 28.8 points a game and they give up 28.6.
I would hope that this is a. Oh my god, you yawn, dude. I would hope this is a game that San Jose State gets up for because they haven't gotten up since that dude died. So I would hope, you would expect most of the time a team that loses a teammate, they get up and they go on and want to like
It's at
honor it.
Boise, it's gonna be 19 degrees.
But I mean, San Jose State, they like to run the ball, they like to defend the run.
Yeah.
Eastern Michigan against the rush, 85th PPA
This
against the.
over is pretty high. It's at 54. I would definitely go with the under.
Yeah, San Jose State has not been good defensively though
That's true.
since surprisingly an offensive player passed away. I don't
Yeah,
know,
because
dude. That team just
they
like
lost
flipped.
35-31 to Utah State. Yeah, that's a bad loss.
Yeah, man. This is I don't know. I would take San Jose State here though.
Yeah, I'll take San Jose State though.
I think they're the better team at the end of the day. And hopefully
Definitely
the time off is like giving them time to.
reset.
Yeah. All right, let's move into the roofclaim.com bowl. This is between Liberty and Toledo. Liberty coachless, by the way. No Hugh Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And then playing Toledo. Where's this game at? FAU Stadium is in Florida. Liberty +5, Toledo laying the 5. I expect what's his face to be back. Daquan Finn.
Finn is playing. This is gonna be a shootout, honestly, bro.
I like Toledo in this game.
I like Toledo to win. I like the over. Liberty ain't been playing defense for like the last month. They ain't been able to stop nobody.
Coachless now too.
Their last 3 games, they lost 33-36 to Connecticut, 23-22 to Virginia Tech, and they lost 49-14 to New Mexico State.
And then their coach got hired by Auburn.
And their coach got hired by Auburn. This game could I think Toledo could run away with this one, but I think it's going to be a lot of points scored.
Yeah, I like Toledo in this game too. I think
give me Toledo.
I think this one
minus the 5. Money line ain't too bad either. If you putting a parlay together, it's only minus 210.
I think the best play is definitely that -5 though.
Yeah, that -5 and that over.
All right, we got one more game to talk about. We got Western Kentucky against USA. This game is the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl
in the Caesar Superdome.
In the Superdome.
And one defense gives up 381 yards a game, the other one gives up 304 yards a game. But it doesn't matter because Western Kentucky is going to throw the ball about 60 to 70 times. Yep. And good luck stopping it.
Yeah, no, I like Western Kentucky in this one. They're catching the points too, which I think is kind of crazy.
Yeah, they are. They're +4.5. The over-under is 56.
South Alabama's been good, though. South Alabama has been good this year.
Yeah, they good. And they beat UCLA on the road, so you can't underestimate this team. They can score points, too.
No, they lost to UCLA. Almost beat them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did lose. They lost, but they covered. That's what happened.
Yeah, they almost won.
Now, West Kentucky damn near scores 40 points a game, but they give up 23, and South Alabama's at 31, giving up 19. I will be comfortable in saying this is probably the best offense they've played since UCLA. So, give me Western Kentucky or that over 56.
I like it. With it both. All right, let's get some best bets for
Let's go, y'all.
Let's get some best bets for these games, Irv.
My best bet is Fresno State -3.5. I'm gonna do 3. BYU SMU over.
Fresno -3.5. BYU SMU over what?
64.
Over 64.
And give me UTSA plus the 1.5.
All right. I'm going Boise -10.5 as one of my best bets. And then I'm going to take, let's go with, I like Fresno State -3.5 as well.
Okay.
I'm going to take that 3.5. And then for a third one for shits and giggles, let's go with let's go Miami of Ohio +11.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's do it. I like it.
Nice.
USC's dog shit at hoops. Win by 10. Don't cover by 2. Just awful shit, dog. Awful shit. Anyways, thank y'all for joining us for our college football preview, bowl preview part 1. We'll be back next week, Wednesday. We'll be talking about some more games, a little bit less games, so we'll be able to dive a little bit deeper. We had a lot of fucking games to go through, so we kind of have to run through them, or else we would be here for fucking 4 hours, and no one wants us to through a 4-hour podcast, unfortunately. So we'll be back next week. Hopefully we got some good information out for y'all, and hopefully we fucking head to the window and cash these fucking tickets. You know what I mean? So we appreciate y'all. Tap in with us on Sunday. We'll be recapping NFL Week 15. A lot of stuff.
Jordan gonna be drinking some Hennessy.
Yeah, right, dude. When Seattle covers +3.5, Irv's gonna be drinking a fucking IPA on Sunday. So y'all are definitely gonna want to tap in for that because he might throw up on fucking live on.
I'm not gonna throw up, bro. Beer ain't shit. I just don't like drinking IPAs. If I can drink alcohol, I can definitely drink IPA.
He's lying to you guys right now. But we appreciate
Coming
y'all.
from a man that never drank Henny.
Make sure to go to. No, that wasn't me. That was Ben. I drink Hennessy. I just don't like Hennessy.
Oh, okay.
Go to Tavour.com or download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device. Use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. That's craft beer delivered straight to your front door. You don't even have to leave your seat. For Swerving Irvin Washington, I'm Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Lads, we will be back Sunday night. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Enjoy the first weekend of bowl season. Let's go.
Christmas and New Year will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, and I'll be happy, happy once again.